Yeah, Radha Kripa Kataksha will start with reading.
Radhe Radhe, greetings to everybody, Gurudev and all devotees. So today we will read one more beautiful verse from Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi. It's chosen verse 217. If somebody want to follow, 217. So Kim vanas taiksu shastrei kim atatad uditair vartmabihi sadguritair tatrasti prema murter nahi mahima suda napi bhavas tadya kim va vaikunta lakshmyapya ahaha paramaya yatra me nasti radha Kintva Shapyastu Vrindavan Puvi Madhura Koti Janman Tare Pi. So now we're going on translation. What is the use to us of holy books or the paths that they show, even if they are followed by great saints, if they don't carry the nectarian glorification and description of Shri Radhika, who is love personified? What's the use of all the luxury of Vaikuntha to us if my Radha is not there? Just let my sweet aspirations for Shri Radha's playground Vrindavana remain with me even after millions of births. So this is the verse. Can we read once more the verse? Okay.
Just slowly, please. Repeat, but slowly, little slower.
What is the use to us of holy books or the paths that they show, even if they are followed by great saints, if they don't carry the nectarian glorification and description of Shri Radhika, who is love personified? What's the use of all the luxury of Vaikuntha to us if my Radha is not there? Just let my sweet aspirations for Shri Radha's playground Vrindavan remain with me even after millions of births. So this is verse. Do somebody want to say something about verse, Gurudev, or somebody else, or we can continue with commentary? Please.
You read that.
Okay. Can I continue? Yes. Sweet aspirations. Comment. Shripada's relish of his transcendental visions is very wonderful. His experiences all deep as a personal meeting with his beloved. When the transcendental vision breaks, he feels anxiety and eagerness, and he laments. His relish causes his strong desire to attain his beloved constantly to increase. In this verse, he is in his sadhakavesh, in which his humility awakens and he draws a sweet picture on his deep and sweet aspirations by offering a prayer. When his transcendental vision disappears, strong feelings of humility awaken in his heart, and he finds Sri Radha's lotus feet most difficult to attain. Realizing how difficult it is to get what he is craving, for he weeps intensely. His old Mayavadi friends may tell him, Shripada, although you were such a great scholar of Vedanta, you gave up the study and became a devotee. That is why you are now feeling so miserable and restless. Therefore, pick up the study of Vedanta again, and you will regain peace of mind. The disturbances in your heart will cease. To this he answers, "Oh friends, I have no need to study those holy books that do not speak of the nectarian glories of Sri Radha and her ecstatic love." Once Shripada was a famous Vedantavadi.
Radhe, Radhe. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can stop a little bit here because many points are mentioning. Mm-hmm. So, essential thing is that Shripad is praying and speaking these words through his sadhakavesh. And this praying, his prayer is a very humble prayer. But the essential things is how he is expressing his feelings from sadhakavesh, from sadhaka consciousness. First, he is starting with words, what is the use to us of holy books? So these are the words of someone who is firmly established in his loving relationship with his Ishtadev. Why he is saying, what is the use of holy books? I don't need all these informations which are mentioned in Vedas because I'm interested only to develop my relationship, loving, sweet relationship with my Radha. I know it's very difficult to attain her. I know. But in the same time, I'm begging that at least sweet aspirations of Radharani's Vrindavan pervade my mind. At least aspirations. And this is the sadhaka who is firmly established in his relationship and in his in this case, Manjari Bhav. So, what is the use of holy books? What is the use of all? Gurudev many times is saying, what is the use of so many informations? Maybe they are okay in the beginning, very beginning, to convince us, that actually we are not these bodies, we are not belong to this material world, and all this spiritual knowledge is trying to convince us that we are spiritual soul, and our natural position like a spiritual soul is to have a loving relationship with the God. But this is in the very beginning. For someone who has strong samskaras, who is already born in Vrindavan, it's not necessary. Because this kind of person, due to his great Sukritis, Vraj Sukritis, immediately have attraction for Vrindavan, for some relationship with Krishna. And if he has sufficient Sukritis for Radharani, he's immediately, he doesn't have to be convinced through arguments, logic. He doesn't have to go through these paths that ultimately develop his attachment to Radharani. It's not necessary. But for most of us, we started from this way of knowledge. But in one point, we should leave that path. And Prabhupada Saraswati is saying, what is the use of the holy books? Or the paths they show? And even followed by great saints. Only use is that I understand that all these great saints, they have their specific relationship. Different, but their own one-pointed specific relationship. And in that moment, when this decision is firmly established in the consciousness of person, he doesn't need to swim on different kinds of holy books, Vedas, and so on and so on and so on. He needs to dive in the subject which is most interesting for him. And Prabhupada Saraswati here is in the position of someone who is by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attained attachment and love for Srimati Radhika. So here he is speaking in very humble way. Although it's very difficult to attain Radha, it's very difficult to attain such an intimacy with Radha, who is embodiment of love. At least I pray, I beg, I cry that my aspirations are always focused on her. My aspirations. What does it mean, aspirations? That my all mind, senses, intelligence become focused on her. Like a sadhaka. I want that all my heart is beating in the rhythm of Radharani's feelings and Radharani's maidservant's feelings. So, in this humility, deeply is present his eagerness. We can see it. Baba is speaking about this. Humility and eagerness, real spiritual eagerness, are not separated. We cannot divide them. They are coming together. In material life, we know when we are eager for something, this is the sign of mode of passion, which is coming from bodily consciousness of life. And very often, this mood we are trying to infuse in spiritual life and spiritual practice, because we don't have any other experiences. But this is not eagerness, which is deeply situated in the heart of Prabodhananda Saraswati. His eagerness is not under the mode of passion. His eagerness is under above the all gunas, and it's coming from the spirit of soul, his real existence, and his real realized identity. Someone who has such realized identity, I am Radharani's maidservant. He has genuine eagerness, which is followed by humility. When we are eager for something in material world, or when we are eager on material, in material consciousness, when we are eager for attaining Vrindavan or Radharani, we don't feel humble. We don't feel humility. Because in the moment we will feel real spiritual eagerness, pure eagerness, automatically humility will come. So only solution for this is close, intimate association with those personalities, greatest personalities, who are on that stage of prema. Their eagerness is genuine, their humility is genuine, their feelings, thoughts is genuine, and only by their mercy, sadhakas, conditioned souls, can achieve slowly that position. This is why we are reading the commentaries, because Baba and our beloved Gurudev and all our acharyas are guiding us how to enter in the words, how to enter in the lila. Without following this guidance, we will not properly understand the words, we will not properly understand the lilas. And if we say, yes, I understand the lilas, I understand what they are talking, it means that humility didn't appear in our hearts. Real humility, which is a result of soul consciousness or spiritual identity, Swarup consciousness. So Prabhupada Saraswati is teaching us from his Sadhakavesh. He is not speaking this word from Swarup Vesh, but for Sadhakavesh. And he is saying, what is the use of all holy books mantras, tantras, mudras, this jnana, that jnana, yoga, karma. What is the use of this? If they are not glorifying my Radhika.
Can I ask something, Ranga?
Yes, everyone is welcome. I don't know who is, because on my screen is the Gurudev rooms.
In the very beginning of the commentary, he said, Shripada's relish of his transcendental vision is very wonderful. His experience are as deep as a personal meeting with his beloved. Does it mean that we also can have deep experience before have personal meeting, and why is this separated in this sentence? Thank you.
Yes, otherwise why we should practice this devotional life, practice devotional life. We are practicing, we are trying deeply to enter and to go, to walk on that path, because we want these experiences. But we should know how to walk on that path. We should know how to prepare our heart to receive this benediction in the form of transcendental visions. It's not a cheap and lagu thing, easy thing. It said transcendental visions. Transcendental visions are coming, and experience from these transcendental visions are coming on the sadhaka level, but advanced sadhaka level. When devotee is so able to focus his mind and heart on Radharani and the pastimes, he is so able, we say mental religion or imagination, to think, but it's not concoction. He is whimsical. No, he is following the path. And this smaran, this meditation, this remembrance is becoming so thick that in one moment he thinks this is real. Why he thinks that is real? Because his emotions helping him, pure emotions helping him nourish this particular picture, lila, or whatever. And feedback is that he is relishing like a real. Especially this is happening, and Gurudev can explain much better than me. Especially this is happening on the level of bhav, and especially on the level of prem. Until that, this is the reason why acharyas are dividing bhakti on the three parts. Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. Someone is saying there is only sadhana bhakti and prema bhakti. But Rupa Goswami is adding and saying, no, in between is bhava bhakti. It's preparation. And this preparation for prema bhakti, for ultimate goal, is very important. But to attain that preparation level, also we need a mercy, and this is a gradual process. So when Shripad relishes the transcendental visions and transcendental visions disappears, he is premika devotee. And when in this body he is meditating and he is completely focused and Lila is coming naturally. He doesn't have to put any endeavor. And not that Lila is coming naturally. This is a vivid vision. And it's completely natural when this vision disappears. His heart starts to cry and melt even more. And eagerness, together with humility, appears. And result of this eagerness and humility is the deep prayers. So in scriptures there is many pastimes of Vaishnavas and some examples which are confirming actually how sadhus went in a deep absorption of their mind and heart, all existence in their swarup. That in one moment when they, for example, they were cooking the rice and they tried in their meditation to put the finger, they felt burn on the finger. So it means that this is not imagination like we are used to think about material imaginations. Whatever is touched by the spiritual world, transcendental world, pure prema is the real. Is the real. And many other examples devotees knows. This is the real.
Radha?
Yes, well.
I also had some confusion about this verse. It says, the elevated soul is not interested in books because Radha is not there. But in my imagination, at least in my poor imagination, a rasic soul sees Radha everywhere. So the Rasika can look at a recipe for an apple cake and see Radha in every part of this book. So for a Rasika, how can there be a book where Radha is not present?
It depends on rasa of each devotee. Devotees who are not relishing Madhurya rasa, devotees especially who are on Shantya rasa, they are still very, very interesting about different kinds of holy books. Because they are neutral and they want to know everything. And it's very interesting that they, through this knowledge, they can have some rati, shanti rati, because it's very charming. And you know many things. They know, many things. But they are not allowed to come in confidential pastimes. Great saints can be also in impersonal schools also. Gyanis. They are also great saints. They are on the level of nirguna. Great saints can be also Vaikuntha devotees. They are nirguna, above these gunas, but also they are situated in Vaikuntha. And this is the reason why Baba Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying now, what is the use of luxury Vaikuntha. I don't want this kind of liberations, mokshas. And many books are explaining this Aishwarya mood of Vaikuntha. And this is the great sages. Prahlad is great sage. Dhruva is great sage. And so many munis are great sages. But very rare persons from those sadhus, great sages, know about Vrindavan, Vraja, Madhur Vrindavan. And especially if they know, they cannot enter there. Because their Aishwarya is so strong that it's blocking the sweetness, beauty and the sweetness which is present in Vraja. So what is the use of their books? We can use it to understand how they are devoted to their Ishtadevs. We can use it to understand how are ekanta, one pointed to their Ishtadevs, different forms of Vishnus. Yes, this is very helpful. But in this kind of books are so much information about Brahman, so much information about Aishwarya as aspects, so many informations about different ritualistic paths. It said paths on the verse. And it can be very, very confusing. And it is confusing, not for them, but for those who want to enter in Vraj Bhav mood. So what is the use of all these books who are glorifying Vaikuntha if they are not glorifying my Radha? This is the mood of Prabodhananda Saraswati. This is the mood of Goswamis. What is the use of all spiritual practices? Yes, they will help me, of course. But this is not my goal. I want to be the shadow of Srimati Radhika. I want to be her maidservant. I want to belong to her, and I want that she belongs to me. Not only that I belong to her, that she belongs to me, and that I care about her. This is not Vaikuntha mood. Who is taking care about Vishnu? No one, because this is not the mood. Who is giving him protection? But in Vraja we can see everyone wants to protect Krishna, everyone wants to protect Radha, everyone wants to protect each others also. So in that mood, Prabodhananda Saraswati's mood, Radharani's maidservant, we should understand these verses. What is the use of holy books? What is the use of all informations, rituals? All Vedas, 99% Vedas are, you know, Davaji, better than me, are describing different kind of karma kandas, rituals. And this is not pure bhakti. We are here interested only about pure Kevala bhakti, which is present only in Vraja, not in Vaikuntha, like Prabodhananda Saraswati say. I'm not interested in luxury Vaikuntha. I don't want to take the same body like Vishnu. I don't want opulence like Vishnu. I don't want power like Vishnu. I don't want knowledge like Vishnu. I don't want that all feelings of Vishnu manifested in me. No, I don't want. This is obstacle, great obstacle for my strong desire to attain Raja, sweetness and beauty and natural love. But the most people who are approaching bhakti are approaching because of these reasons. Because they're, Uddhavaji, in Bhagavad Gita, I just remember now, that there's a four types of persons who are approaching Krishna. And they are pious person, and they are very dear to Krishna. Those who are in distress, who are suffering. Those who are, want enjoyment. They want Svarga, heavenly planets. It's not enough enjoyment here, even more. They are approaching Krishna. Those who inquire, who are very, very, who always have some questions. And ultimately those who want knowledge about absolute truth. These four persons are very dear to Krishna. But this, as we can see, these three persons, those who are suffering, and most of us are belonging to that group, we have our own personal desires, and we are approaching Krishna that these desires become fulfilled. Sakama. And those who really want knowledge about absolute truth, they are not interested about this material world. And from them, those who really want to attain Vraja Bhakti, purest Bhakti, and especially in the mood of Radharani's maidservant, then how they are dear to Radhika and Krishna also. Because they want to know the secret of their hearts. And this is their mutual love. So there is no confusion. If we understand that people are, most of us, approaching in the beginning from different, our own personal desires, then that many great saints who overcome material nature are on different platforms of Vaikuntha level. And if we clarify to our heart, I want Radharani like Prabodhananda Saraswati, who was also Vedantist. If we clarify that, then we will very happily follow his footsteps. What do you think, Uddhavaji?
Thank you.
There is no nectar. You understand? No nectar in all other holy books. No sweet madhurya in these books. Everything is there for mind, intelligence, and to overcome material nature. But there is no madhurya, sweetness, nectar.
This is still my poor fantasy, I guess, that I'm still believing that the nectar is hiding there. Even under the driest Vedantic commands, there's hiding the softness. I'm sure I'm wrong, but this is what I look for.
So this is the reason why this process is gradual. We have to purify. I have to purify my heart and to be as firmly established in my loving relationship with Radhika and her maidservants. From their heart, this feeling which will come in my heart. And then all my interests for other things will simply vanish.
That's it. I don't think that the realization of Radha will put me in a position where I can say, oh, over there are the hard and cold and meaningless parts of the world, and I'll stay with the warm and sweet ones. But rather, the world will be revealed as sweet. Full stop.
Radhe Radhe. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is development, gradual development of consciousness. And we cannot jump over. But it's very good that we recognize this is Gurudev's instruction. This is your homework. My homework. He told me. I'm not telling you your homework, but he told me. This is your homework. I have to clarify, like you are now clarifying your mentality, your consciousness, your deep hidden desires. This is our homework. What is blocking me to give up everything and say, Radhe, I am yours? This is our homework. And Gurudev is here to helping us, to explain us millions of times, not 10 times, 100 times, millions of times the same subject.
The question is not whether to surrender. The question is what we will experience when we surrender. We all agree on the goal, but only few of us know what it feels like.
Yeah, I understand you. Experience is very important, but before experience, we have to prepare consciousness and heart for that experience. And surrendering means love. Surrendering with love, without love is not full surrendering. And Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharma Parityaja. Just leave all these dharmic injunctions. What does it mean, dharmic injunctions? All rituals or injunctions in holy books. Dharmic injunctions are in holy books. They are not in karmi books. In holy books. Just leave that. And surrender to my beloved. Surrender means become lover. Increase your love, because only love can put us in the position of surrendering. Surrendering without love is not surrender. So we cannot develop surrendering first and then I will develop love. It's going simultaneously, but the most prominent is emotion, is love. If I love you, Uddhavaji, immediately I will accept whatever you say and I will immediately surrender to your desires. If I don't, and as much as I love you, I will follow you. But if I don't love you, or my love is just little, I can say, I surrender to you, I surrender to you. I am yours, you are mine, you are mine, but where is my love? It's very simple. Basic relationship between humans even. And Prabhupada Saraswati Udavaji, he is saying, ah ha ha. You know, it means, oh, it's a crying, it's a pitiful crying. It's not ah ha ha like in Western culture. When we hear this word or expression, we see this is joke. Ah ha 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 ha. No, this is crying. I don't want this. Even if they offer me Vaikuntha, I don't want this. But many persons are very attracted for this kind of moksha. And this is okay. It's nothing bad. We are not talking of bad or good. But this is not the process which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave to us. This is not. Prabhupada Saraswati, who is the merciful case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was following completely another path of Vedic holy knowledge. He changed by the mercy of Gauranga, he changed the mood and he said, I give up everything. And I will run in Vrindavan and roll on the dust of Vrindavan. I don't care for the knowledge. I don't care for all Shastras which I personally knew. And I taught to others. I was a guru. So many disciples I had. But I said, I'm sorry. If you really want to follow me, come with me in Vrindavan. Otherwise, I'm not the same person anymore. Sorry. Gauranga touched me like a touchstone, and my heart completely changed. So this is the reason why we need close association like persons like a Gurudev. Close, intimate, not chair by chair, heart by heart. Chair by chair is not closeness. This is possibility. But heart to heart, in the heart, will change our heart and prepare heart for this, what we are talking about, for these transcendental visions and realizations. But we should know which kind of visions I want. You can offer me this Vaikuntha, that Vaikuntha, this Loka, that Loka, Dvaraka, this, oh, I will be very happy. No, I don't want this kind of transcendental visions. And this is what Gurudev is checking. Not only him, but all Guru Parampara is checking this. Am I really determined for Manjari Bhav? Or I have other attractions? And it's visible. For a person like Premika, Rasik devotee, it's visible who is really determined and who is not. And this is not a joke. Then tears are coming. Then tears are coming. Prayers are coming. Greed is coming. And humility is coming. Otherwise, knowledge will pervade everything. And with knowledge, all speculations will go. We will speak 2 sentences properly, and 3rd sentence will be speculation. 10 sentences will be bona fide, and 11, the next one will be speculation. Because we are not fixed in our bhav. Radha Kripa Gurudev.
Yeah, beautiful.
Mm,
Very
It's
nice.
it's not nice, Gurudev. It's our pitiful situation.
Very, very easy explanation that everyone can understand. But
I don't know what you are doing, but it's your words.
beautiful. So proud.
Radha Kripa. Kataksha, would you continue to read if no one is?
Okay. I just remind something, if I can say, before we continue to reading. Last night when I read it, just was once again impressed by the transformation of the heart of Prabodhananda Saraswati when he met the Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Transformation of his heart. Actually, we know that he is a Nitya Siddha devotee, and certainly this meeting was arranged already. But we can see actually which transformation of the heart can happen to us also when we met, if we are enough fortunate to meet Rasika devotees like Gurudev or devotees who read these books, these Rasic books, and we can see that as Ananta Das Baba elaborate here, that old friends of Prabodhananda Saraswati can't understand his transformation of the heart. They said that his feelings are so miserable and restless, and they suggested to him to pick up the study of Vedanta again and to regain peace of mind again. They certainly cannot understand his feelings. Actually, when Radhika actually touched the heart of the sadhaka, who can understand actually these feelings? One who are just develop the knowledge and trying to understand the relation between Radha and Krishna just through the books and don't have desire to take shelter of Rasika books, and Rasika devotees certainly cannot understand the mind and the heart of one who took shelter of Radhika. Cannot understand these feelings certainly, and this is here the perfect example actually how is important to in our spiritual search we have to find devotee who have full emotion for, who actually crystallize his relationship with, as you said, a Kanta devotees, and who can give us this emotion transfer in our heart in a similar way like Gauranga Mahaprabhu transfer it in the heart of Prabodhananda Saraswati. So I will continue to read. In the assembly of sannyasis in Kashi, Benares, he asked Prem Avatar Shriman Mahaprabhu, "You are dancing and singing in congregation with all kinds of emotional people, whereas you are sannyasi. The duty of sannyasi is to study the Vedanta and to meditate. why have you given that up to engage in all these emotional activities? Beholding your prowess, I know you are Lord Narayana himself. Why are you then performing such low activities? That crown jewel of Vedantists, Shripada Prabodhananda, has now been touched by Sriman Mahaprabhu's grace and does not want to study or hear any book anymore that does not describe the glories of Shri Radha and her love. He does not even feel any need for a reverential way in which great devotees like Shri Narada and Prahlada worship the Supreme Lord. The plural word nah, or us, in the text indicates that not a single Gaudiya Vaishnava has taste for this, the study of books that do not glorify Shri Radha and her ecstatic love, her ecstatic love, or for following the path of reverential worship of the Supreme Lord.
Please, Radha Kripa, read this sentence again.
Yes.
Slowly. It's long, I know.
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
Just
no problem.
The plural word nah, for us, in the text indicates that not a single Gaudiya Vaishnava has taste for this, the study of books that do not glorify Shri Radha and her ecstatic love, or
Radhe, stop here. So this is the mood of real followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gora Bhakta Vrinda, devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, devotees of Gauranga. Because they know who is Gauranga. To them this secret is revealed. And if they know that Gauranga is no different from Radha, Krishna and Manjari inside, like a third side, what is the use of reading, memorizing, or whatever of all other books? So Baba is very explicitly saying, not a single Gaudiya Vaishnava has a taste for the study of the books that are not glorifying Srimati Radha. So for them this is a natural, because they are already situated on this natural level of relationship with Srimati Radhika. But for us sadhakas, it's not so natural, but requires that very humbly we accept their mood and very humbly try to follow their mood and instructions. But if we always have some objections, yes, I know, but hence, or this or that, I have this or that, it means that we are not following with love. I'm not saying strictly. No, I'm saying we are not following with love, and we should learn how to appreciate their words. Because Gaudiya Vaishnava means they know the secret, confidential secrets of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they identify themselves like Radharani's maidservants. This is the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And they're proper examples because this kind of mood, this kind of feelings, this kind of bhav is natural, naturally flowing through all their existence, naturally flowing their thoughts, emotions, but also actions. They see themselves, Abhiman, they see themselves, identify themselves. I am Radharani's maidservant. I am her and she is mine. So what is the use of everything? Do we think that Hanuman is interesting so much about Nikunja pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan? He's not interesting to listen about these subjects. Why should be interesting? Because he already gave the heart to his beloved Sitaram. I'm giving this example just to go a little bit outside of Raja. Maybe it become more clear. He's not interesting. Those devotees who are in Vatsalya Rasa, coming back in Vraja, they're not interested in Parakya Bhav mood. They don't want to listen how Krishna is making the leaves on Radharani's breasts. These pastimes are obstacles for them. And the same way philosophy, rituals are obstacles for natural flow from our hearts. But I don't accept it. And Prabhupada is giving the reason why. Because still propensity for independence is present deeply, deeply in my consciousness. So this is Gaudiya Vaishnavas, real Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And Gaudiya Vaishnava is not someone who wears a dhoti, sari, or has a Gaudiya tilak. Gaudiya Vaishnava is someone who is completely accepted and flowing in this mood of Manjari Bhav. This is Gaudiya Vaishnava, for my understanding. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. And even if there is some Gaudiya Vaishnavas who are not following Radhika, I'm not interested about them. I give my respect, I love them, I give my hug to them. But I appreciate very much. But Gaudiya Vaishnava means Radha Dasi. This is ultimate Siddhanta, ultimate conclusion. And all other things are confusion. Why it's confusion? Because we don't have clear, one-pointed goal. And then everything is confusing me. Look what is written here in this book. Look what is written here. Oh, this is very nice esoteric book. This is not philosophy. This is not also his Vaishnava. He has initiation of this and that person. What is the use of this? There is no use. We have Gurudev, who explained 3 confidential reasons of appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu better than him. Who? We are reading the books. Udaji, knows. We are reading the books. We are talking about this. But still, it's not clear. Because we don't accept that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Radha and Krishna and Manjari. This third point is so important. And the mood in Garbhira, mood in Jagannath Puri was completely in Manjari Bhav. Not Krishna Bhav, not even Radha Bhav, Manjari Bhav. Then everything else is clear. So simple. But it took 40 years, 30 years to catch this point. And for that we need rasic explanations of premic devotees. Actually, Radha Kripa.
Okay, may I read this sentence once again because we stop on the middle of the sentence. Okay? Yes. Just let me find it, sorry.
Should I read or?
Yeah, just the plural word. Yes, I found it, sorry. The plural word nah or us in the text indicates that not a single Gaudiya Vaishnava has taste for this, the study of books that do not glorify Shri Radha and her ecstatic love, or for following the path of reverential worship of the Supreme Lord. Actually, it is seen that as soon as one becomes involved in the pure sweet taste of Raja, which is devoid of even a whiff of awe and reverence, one automatically loses taste for a reverential worship of the Supreme Lord. The story of Gopa Kumara in Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita offers a very beautiful example. By Sriman Mahaprabhu's grace, Shripada has become involved in the service of Shri Radha, which is in its turn again the highest transcendental flavor in Raja. Therefore, it is needless to say that the path of reverential worship has become rejectable for him.
Rejectable.
Yes.
Bas. Rejectable. If Gop Kumar rejected, then what I'm talking about? What I'm speculating? When he came to Narayan, Narayan didn't cry because he saw him. But when he came in Goloka and saw Krishna, and Krishna saw him, Krishna immediately starts to cry. So this is the difference. If we don't feel this difference, then what is the use of all practice? Narayan didn't cry when Gop Kumar appeared in Vaikuntha. He welcomed him. But when Krishna saw him in Goloka, when he appeared in Goloka, Krishna immediately starts to cry. Because this is Madhurya, not awe and reverence.
Reverential worshippers may then say, Shripada, if you worship the Lord with awe and reverence, you will attain all the opulences of Vaikuntha. Don't you desire?
Opulences. This is the promise by worshipping with awe and reverence. In Aishwaryam, you will attain opulence. Why you will attain opulence? Because desire for opulence in your heart is. So the saints are talking to Shripad. We have desires. We know this is our desire for different kinds of opulences. So we wish you the same result which we attained. But Shripad rejected. I don't want opulences. I don't want mystic powers. I don't want wealth. I don't want knowledge. I don't want even same abode. I don't want even same clothes like you have. I don't like it. It's amazing. And no one understood this. Only Narayan understood. I want to eat from your plate. Oh, no, no. Not in front of everyone. Not in front of everyone. They will not understand this. They will think that you are making offenses to me. And I also don't want to change my clothes. They are pushing me to change my clothes in these opulent clothes, beautiful saris, beautiful dhotis, crowns, ornaments. I don't want this. I just want to hold my old clothes. And Narayan said, yes, yes, I understand you. This is not your mood. This is not your heart. This is not your love. It's not your natural position. You have to go out from Vaikuntha.
Okay. To this, Shripada replies, okay, there may be unlimited opulences in Vaikuntha, but my Radha isn't there, is she? What is the use of all these opulences if Shri Radharani is not there? In other words, I have no taste for all these endless opulences without Radharani. In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it is described that Sri Gopa Kumara was very distressed when he could not see Shriman Madana Gopala, Krishna, in Vaikuntha. So, Lord Narayan appeared before him as Shriman Madan Gopal, and the goddess of fortune became Shri Radharani. But Sri Gopa Kumara's mind could not find bliss when he saw Lord Narayana in the greatly opulent sphere of Vaikuntha. Not even when he assumed the form of Shriman Madan Gopal and Shri Lakshmi Devi played the role of Shri Radha.
This is the point. This is the beauty. Even if Krishna and Radharani appears in Vaikuntha, I'm not satisfied. Because this is the place of opulence. This is not the place of sweetness, simplicity, natural love. So we can see here how it's important to listen, read, listen and deliberate, think about these subjects. Because they are penetrating in our heart and they are digging our heart and purifying our heart. What I really want, I want maybe Radha Krishna in Vaikuntha with so much opulences. These sentences, these expressions of Baba are helping us to really ask ourselves what we really want. And Gopkumar was very clear. Even if Radha and Krishna appears in Vaikuntha, this is not the place of natural love. This is not Udipan for their amorous pastimes. Vrindavan is the only place when they can be free and exchange mutual love. So,
I'm sorry if sounds from crows out of my windows maybe made disturbance. I just closed the window now. I hope it's better. We have already elaborately discussed this before. And if someone asks, Shipada, you consider Sri Radha to be most difficult to attain, and yet you also do not desire to worship of the Supreme Lord or the opulences of Vaikuntha. Then, what do you mean? Then, what do you want? Then Shripada replies, what I want? I want my sweet aspirations for Sri Radha's playground, Sri Vrindavan, always to increase. Then it may be asked, Shripada, if you do not attain that precious Sri Radha, then what is the use of your nourishing an aspiration for her playground? To this, Shripada will answer, even if I could just die holding the sweet aspiration for Sri Vrindavan within my heart, that will be the highest attainment. Not just in one lifetime. May the light of this aspiration keep on shining in the jeweled abode of my mind for millions of births.
If I should have to practice my sadhana, Manjari Bhava sadhana, millions of lifetimes I will practice. Because in this practice is my aspiration. Through this practice I am aspiring for Radharani. Maybe Krishna can give me something. Please don't do this. I will give you the fruit of your sadhana. Or someone else, Narayan. But no, I want aspiration on Vrindavan. Because in Vrindavana, my Radha is there. She is not in Vaikuntha. Even if she appears in Vaikuntha, she is not my Radha. My Radha lives only in Vrindavan. So this is the aspiration, means practicing. I cannot be with her. I didn't receive enough mercy for that. But I always want to aspire to meditate on her beloved place, where she is running, when she is exchanging loving pastimes, where these beautiful places are, Radha Kund, Yamuna, Govardhan, I want to wander there. I understand you, Vaikuntavasis, that you don't understand me. But what should I do? You are Vaikuntavasis. I need the mercy of Vrajavasis. And this is humility. Can we imagine that someone offer you all Vaikuntha and you say, no, thank you. I want simple Vrindavan. Are we ready for that? So this is the question of purity of the heart. Aspiration. This is why I'm beginner, always be beginner, and stay beginner, aspirant. And this is the safest position for my spiritual life, to aspire.
So I will gladly tolerate the pain of birth and death millions of times in topmost ecstasy, carrying the aspiration of taste the sweetness of Sri Radha's playground constantly in my heart. What a sweet aspirations! The relish of these aspirations should also awaken within the heart of the sadhakas. These words of Shripada are the culmination of the topmost humility. Otherwise, there would be not even the slightest delay in such a pure devotee's attainment of his aspirations. Chaitanya Bhagavata, it is seen that Mahaprabhu announced that he would not grant his audience to his singer Sri Mukunda anymore because he had slighted the path of devotion. Mukunda then asked Mahaprabhu through Shivas how long it would take before Mukunda, could attain the Lord. The Lord replied, if you take another 10 million births, you will surely receive my audience. Hearing from the Lord's beautiful mouth, he will surely get it. Mukunda was showered by the pinnacle of bliss. He danced frantically and said, I will get it, I will get it. Such is the ecstatic love of Lord Chaitanya's servants. The Lord was then pleased with Mukunda and had him brought before him. Seeing the Lord, Mukunda offered prostrated obeisances unto him, and the Lord mercifully told him, get up, my Mukunda. You did not commit even the slightest offense. When I said he will attain me after 10 million births, you wiped out even the slightest offense you had committed. You know that my words always come true. You have captured me in your heart forever. In the same way, Shripada humbly holds the desire for relishing the sweetness of Radha's playground Vrindavan in his heart, even in millions of births, even if he will not directly attain Sri Radha. And while he reveals such an aspirations, Srimati mercifully revealed herself to the next verse, and while he reveals such an aspirations, Srimati mercifully revealed herself. In the next verse, we will see how Shripada sees his Bhagya Devata, goddess of fortune or destiny. Lila, needy ocean of playful sports. Shrimati within his relish. So this is the end of the commentary. Sorry if I read it in the wrong way. I hope you understood it properly. Maybe Gurudev want to say something after this, for inspiration, whatever. Please. Or to read verse again, or somebody else to say something. Or make the end of the Sangha, Goranga Sundara.
Just read once more time verse to get complete picture
Verse.
now.
Okay, so let's read again. What is the use to us of holy books or the paths that they show, even if they are followed by great saints, if they don't carry the nectarian glorification and description of Sri Radhika, who is love personified? What's the use of all the luxury of Vaikuntha to us if my Radha is not there? Just let my sweet aspirations for Sri Radha's playground Vrindavan remain with me even after millions of births. Beautiful. Thank you.
God, thank you very much, Radha Kripa Kataksha.
Thank you for listening and commentaries. It was my pleasure.
I'm sorry, maybe
Read all.
if I
Read all.
finished
Yes.
commentary verse
Last
1.5 hour.
Last verse I want to write. The last line I want to know.
Yes, last line.
The
Last line in a verse. Okay.
paragraph.
So for Gurudev, last line. Okay.
Last paragraph.
Last paragraph. Okay. What is the use to us of holy books or the paths that they show, even if they are followed by great saints, if they don't carry the nectarian glorification and description of Sri Radhika, who is love personified?
Wow.
What's the use of all the luxury of Vaikuntha to us if my Radha is not there? Just let my sweet aspirations for Sri Radha's playground Vrindavan remain with me even after millions of births.
What is the next?
The next verse. Okay, next verse. May that Radha, who constantly repeats the incomparable rasa-laden syllables, Shyam, Shyam, with a voice that is sweeter than sweet, from whose eyes big pearl-like tears trickle, whose body wrapped with the gas pamples of ecstasy, and who is astonishing in every step, protect us. so Rasi.
You want to say Radha Kripa Katai something?
Yes?
You say? Close.
You say what?
Share something, right? You want to share something.
Okay.
In this subject.
Yeah. Oh, we can see the miracle actually of the devotional life. That's the miracle actually happened when we, by the mercy of the Rasic devotees, even if we don't have them in our environment, when we read these Rasic books, how on one miracle way appear the feelings into deep in our heart, actually, how arise it. For me personally, it was very surprising. And then we can see how spiritual life is much more higher than we read before. And then we cannot attain our goal just to read and read and read. Only when we are touched with a person like you, Gurudev, and other devotees present here, and this great soul, Prabhupada Saraswati, then this sleeping love can arise and we can really become happy. And what is a good thing in this happiness, we want more and more just express to our family, actually. This is the nature of pure love. I feel happy because of you. And I want to transfer these drops of my love, which I'm received from you by your mercy. I want to serve you with this love. And this is so beautiful things. Even with the drops, we can feel such a happiness, such a desire to serve. And this is actually nature of the greed. As Prabhupada Saraswati said, that he wants to increase this aspiration, not love. In humble ways, he said aspiration to increase. Because when this love, these drops of love touch our heart, then we have the just appear desire to increase this love. Because it is so sweet. And this beauty of Radhika cannot compare with nothing which we are faced in this world. And we want to just increase more love, and with more love, I can to serve you, my Radha, more love, because we realize that all these things what we are doing in the bhajan, it's not meant to finish this like our daily duties, to just take these drops from our heart and give in the lotus feet for our Radhika, and then we actually achieve our goal. This is our aspirations actually in each activity in our bhajan, just to take these drops and give it to Radhika through our service. And this greediness coming more and more, and we want to increase it, like Prabhupada Saraswati said, just increase it for satisfaction of our beloved Swami. So it was came from my heart right now. Thank you very much. This just can come from you, Gurudev, just as much as you open your heart, and if you are ready to receive this and transfer it in our heart, then our life is successful. So, and then we can taste real happiness, actually. Nothing more doesn't exist beyond this. So thank you very much, because you are so patientful and you are present every day, all day long, there and listening us and speak and spread this love to us. And this is not just words. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Without you and Prabodhananda Saraswati, Ananta Das Baba, and others, we are lost here. Thank you. So somebody else want to say something?
Radha, Radha.
Radha. What else to say? Radha.
No words. Thank you so much. I only crying of this class with all you together speaking, and I feel so home, so. My heart is so open. I have no so much time in the last 2 weeks to go in the Zoom, but now I cry always. Without you all and Gurudev, we are really lost. Yes. Let's have deep aspirations. Also, Gauranga, from your inspiration. This is so deep. My whole life I have tried to understand anything, and I'm very free from this now. It's not to say anything. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Didi.
Jai Radha.
Jai Radha. How long, my dear sister, we waited these tears? How long? These tears are welcome. Just keep this and put on the heart and humbly ask for more tears. That's our way.